me, Mario.
Actually, it's me, Pixel Cherry Ninja, and guys, I'm here with another Nintendo 64 update. So, Robert Pipe, the developer of the core, put an update out just a few hours ago. So I'm filming this on the 21st of August 2021, and let's have a look at this tweet from Robert where he mentions some of the changes in there. So Robert says in a tweet, implemented the Z buffer in the MiSTer FPGA N64 core. Next task on the list will be missing texture mode. So I had to Google what Z buffer is or Z buffering is, because hey, I always say I'm not the most tech guy. I am learning though. So Z buffering, Google tells me a depth buffer, also known as Z buffer, is a type of data buffer used in computer graphics to represent depth information of objects in 3D space from and I guess it continues on from there, but I guess it's the depth of the 3D. So but as we can see, the graphics here are so much better. The trees are formed, the butterflies are looking better, and I've done a few tests on this, and when I'm doing the triple jump here, I couldn't see the flooring. So Mario 64 has received some significant improvements. I mean, I wouldn't be far-fetched to say that this part here looks very, very accurate, obviously with a few inconsistencies, like Lakita, I think he's called, he's got like a little white square there. Mario doesn't have eyes. I'm sure the guys that are more familiar with this game will spot a lot more, but guys, this is looking so much better. And in this video, guys, we're gonna look at a few games that we are now getting into. Some games are actually playable. There are still some graphical issues in there, but this is a work in progress core. So guys, before we get into the video and we get into more testing, if you're not subscribed to the channel, then a subscription and a like is super appreciated, as is turning on those notification bells. It really does help out with the channel. And once we get into the stage on Mario, it's still similar. We're still missing like a lot of the ground, but I'm able to see like the Goombas further down and even like piled down in them. Now, I don't know this level well enough to navigate around there, but guys, there's so much progress. But let's have a look at some other games, and guys, like, prepare to be impressed. There's a lot of changes. There's a lot of good stuff happening with this core, and quickly. Is it a bird? Is it a plane? Well, no, not quite, and I don't even think it's Superman. Like a lot of the games, we're kind of getting into game, but a lot of the characters are like just kind of black shapes, like we've been seeing in Mario Kart, like a black square. Well, Superman, we've got his silhouette, and he's flying around. Now, this is another game that people keep mentioning on the Discord, and I really do want to try it out. And even playing it here, it seems like it's not that great a game, but we're getting in game, we're flying around, and Superman is doing his thing, chicken wing. Guys, this one is a banger. Kind of discovered this in the live stream I did yesterday, and this is Wave Race, and it's running, and look how nice that water looks. It's amazing. I really couldn't believe that this was running yesterday. We're jet skiing around, and notice the similarity. Your character is still a silhouette, so is your jet ski, with a little bit of color at the bottom where I guess the water is meeting the jet ski. But we're able to get into a race and actually race around and play this game. I just don't know the game that well, so my racing wasn't that good. You can pick your racer, go through. Wave Race is a go-go, guys. So if you know this game well, you might be able to get around it a little bit better, because I know Mario Kart, I guess, to some extent. I know it kind of okay, so I was getting around Mario Kart okay, but here I am. When I was actually playing this on stream yesterday, I didn't know this is like an open part where you have to press start and then get into a race. I'm not going to show you guys the race because it was absolutely dreadful, but look, you're kind of like on your jet ski, you're going around, and you've got like dolphins swimming around. Like, this is really awesome. If you are trying out this core, definitely try out this game, especially if you're a fan of Wave Race. Put your hands up if you're a Tetris fan. Put both hands up if you're a mega Tetris fan. Guys, if you can see me right now, honestly, 2 hands are up. I absolutely love Tetris, and whenever I play Tetris, I kind of get lost in it and I keep playing it, and this is fully playable. Like, honestly, like, it's Tetris. it's Tetris and it works. Now there's no hard drop in this, you can't hold a block, and I was getting gifted a lot of the four-piece vertical one, or you can make it horizontal as well. I was getting a lot of those near the beginning, but I couldn't hold it or anything. But guys, this is Tetris as we know it, Tetris 64. I don't know if it's out European or like in the USA. This was a Japanese version, maybe there's a different equivalent out, but I'm running the version of Tetris 64 Japanese version, and you don't need to read any text in Tetris. And guys, it's Tetris and it works. So it didn't crash for me. I've played it for quite a bit. I don't know if it crashes later on. Some of the games do. Some of the games now are actually like working as long as I play them. I just have to turn them off because I'm trying to get a lot of games for the video that are working to make it entertaining for you guys, so I can't just sit there and kind of play it. But if you do try it, Tetris, do let me know if it crashes at some point or you keep progressing in there. But this is really awesome. Like, I absolutely love Tetris. If you've been on the channel a long time, you know I look at Tetris hacks and I look at variations of Tetris, and like my favorite Tetris will always be the DMG Tetris, but this is a great version too. Okay guys, welcome to Mario Kart. And guys, this is such a big improvement. Now if you've been following the videos on the title screen, there's always a black square or a black box. That has gone now. So I even attempted this at 150cc. I tested all the cups. So this is 150cc on Mushroom Cup. It works well. I mean, I'm getting so used to playing Mario Kart with a black box. Once we eventually get the characters on screen, it's gonna feel weird for me, because honestly I've played quite a lot of this. And what was really funny, my kid walked into the room while I was filming it and he was like, "Dad, is that Mario Kart? What's up with the box? What's going on?" And I explained to him, I said, "Look, this is something that's a work in progress, but this is running fine." I enjoyed it. I enjoyed playing this at 150cc. Kind of stumbling on my words. It's a bit late here, but I want to get this video out because by the time this video is out, you just never know. Robert might just have another call. But previously I could only get to the Mushroom Cup and the Special Cup, and it always locks for me when I began the Special Cup. But let's have a look. This time all 4 cups were available, so the Mushroom, Flower, Star and Special all were available. Let's have a look at some of the other ones. But guys, this is running really well now. As you can see, I'm holding a fake block behind me, and I've got whoever that other character was. It kind of sounded like Wario. I don't know. Let me know in the comments what you think, what character you think that was that I just kind of destroyed with the fake block. Also, let me know what your favorite Grand Prix or what your favorite stage is, because I want to show you what my favorite stage is in just a second. Guys, this is my favorite stage, and I kind of managed to navigate part of the way around this. So this is Toad's Turnpike. This is the first stage in the Flower Cup. And guys, whenever we used to play this, I mean, generally when we played this multiplayer when I was growing up, when I was like a teenager, we usually played Battle. Battle was our go-to mode. We rarely played like the Grand Prix, but when we did, and it was my turn to pick a stage, this is the stage that I picked. And as you can see, you've got the vehicles down there, and because you are a black square and the graphics for like the road and the surroundings haven't been rendered on this level, well, it's kind of difficult to kind of see where you're going. But I know this level quite well, so I did have a feel for it. But this is definitely my favorite Mario Kart 64 stage, probably my favorite Mario Kart stage altogether. So do let me know in the comments what your favorite what your favorite Mario Kart stage is. Okay, so here we are on the first stage of the Star Cup Grand Prix, which I think is called Wario Stadium. To be honest, I'm not too familiar with this. Like I was racing it, I know it, I've played it, but yeah, man, it looks really good to me. And I've got the ghost power up there, and I've disappeared. Now I can't fully remember the power-ups because I don't remember this game having like 3 shells around you, but clearly it did have that, because I seem to have 3 items hovering around me at one point, and there I am with the row of bananas. But guys, look how well this is working. Another thing I can't remember is on the wall where you've got pictures of Wario. Was it Wario Non-Stop? Again, my memory's kind of hazy. I didn't play this track too much. I remember Toad's Turnpike because that was my favorite one, and you know, whenever we did play races multiplayer, that kind of always came up. But guys, look at the improvement we've gotten here. And even like the bananas, do you remember they started off as a triangle, then like a little bit of a longer triangle, a little bit of a taller triangle. Now we can see the bananas within the triangle. And guys, honestly, this court is just coming along so fast. If I was at work, there's no way I would be able to keep up with the amount of updates Robert is putting up. Okay, so finally let's have a look at the first track on the Special Cup, which is like, I think it's Donkey Kong something, can't remember exactly what it's called, but guys, honestly, it's just looking so nice and good, and you can kind of navigate your way around the stages, especially if you know the tracks well. And I think I've got like the lightning power up here. Here you go, and see the squares, they turn into little squares. See, as I go past them, they're smaller. I did try crushing them, but I missed. I really wanted to crush a small square with my big square, but as you can see, Mario Kart it's just running so much better. Really can't wait. I really don't know where we're going to be like in a week's time. Like, Robert is just moving fast. There might be another update tomorrow, it might be a week before the next update, but guys, like, honestly, I know I always sound like a broken record, but wow, good times ahead. So straight after Mario Kart, yeah, why not some Diddy Kong Racing, which I always thought was overshadowed by Mario Kart. Now, I did play it a little bit, I liked it somewhat, but I always thought Mario Kart was a better game. We're kind of in game, as you can see, like it's almost like a vivid kind of dream. It's good those arrows are telling me where to go, but it's still difficult to navigate my way around the track. Any Wheel of Fortune fans, guys, you can get into the game, and there's something about this game, I just like it. I know it's cheesy, my wife really likes it, and maybe when the core is released, I'll play a multiplayer game of Wheel of Fortune with her. Janky at best, and everyone please applaud Wheel of Fortune. And let me know if you try this out and how it goes for you guys. Okay, next up, let's have a look at a game called Chameleon Twist. Now, a lot of people talk about this game on the Discord. I don't really know much about it, but a lot of people are saying this is the first game they're going to play when the core is released, and they're hoping to play like an early build of it. I couldn't get much of an understanding of it. I kind of got into the game and I was moving around. I don't know what I'm moving around. But then later on I discovered, holding down, I think it's the B button, it looks like you're pulling out a chameleon tongue, and you can kind of twist it around and move it and everything. So this isn't fully working at the moment, but it's entertaining to have a look at, pulling that tongue out in a dark room. I did get a little bit happy. Mario Party 3 is one of those games where you have to spam the start or the A button to get to the title screen, but honestly, that's as far as I got. Once I kind of tried to start the game, it just kind of goes in somewhere and it just crashes quickly. So this was an interesting game to kind of boot up. So this is Paperboy, the N64 version. Now, I actually loaded this game by accident. I meant to load Paper Mario, and then I was like, hold on, this isn't Paper Mario. But I kind of enjoyed like the little cutscene or whatever it is, the FMV, the intro part of it. It looked kind of nice, and we got into game, was able to play it, but then a lot of the road and stuff is actually missing. It's just all black, and like you can see here, that's pretty much how it is once you get in game. Paperboy is cycling around. There's cars, there's dogs, there's people, there's babies, everything you remember about Paperboy. There's just like no roads and very little scenery. And here you go, as you can see, it's every bit Paperboy. Now, I never played it on the Nintendo 64. For me, Paperboy was like, I can't remember, was it a Commodore 64? Was it the Atari? It was an old computer, not even a console. I never played it on console. I really liked it. I think everyone liked Paperboy. But it just got to, I remember getting to one part where it just got really, really difficult and I couldn't beat it. Yeah, let me know your thoughts about Paperboy. Was this actually any good on the N64? Did you guys like it? Definitely feels a little bit different because I don't remember being able to aim in the one that I played. It was just you had to time it based on your distance. You couldn't choose the direction you were throwing the paper at. But hey man, Paperboy kind of boosts up. You can play it, you know, but the roads, the pavement, a lot of stuff is black, but you can see a lot of stuff in, and you can kind of play this. And when I did finally select the right game that I wanted to, Paper Mario, you kind of get excited about this. Do let me know if you get further into the game. But you kind of get part of the title screen. You can start the game, and then once you start the game, just a little while later, the sound goes all crazy and crackly, and you just have to switch it off. I don't know if you can get further or anything, but it's where the sound is so bad. I guess either you could turn it down and try and progress through, but in my case, I'm like, okay, the sound's really bad, and that's where I just kind of exit the game. And this is one of the games I'm looking forward to on the system. Sorry, you're looking at a black screen, but there is some sound, and you can hear. That's it. That's okay. Let's move on to the next game. Okay, let's play a game of Can You Guess What Game This Is? Listening to the soundtrack and having a look at some of the images. Okay, you've probably got it now. This is Mickey's Speedway, and I kind of put this on because hey, the intro, you can see the intro. It's a Disney intro, and it looks nice. It looks, you know what I like about this? I like that it's got the classic Disney stuff, like a lot of the new stuff, like that new kind of 4-player co-op Metroidvania that's out for the Switch. I kind of liked it when I played it, but I don't like the new Disney style. Maybe I'm just old-fashioned. I like the classic one, and this game has it. But the classic look soon goes when you get in game. Let's have a look at what it's like in game, because this kind of cutscene is quite long, and it does look really nice. I can watch it again and again because I love this this era of Disney artwork. Okay, so here we are. We're starting a race. Can you guess what character I am based on a silhouette? Okay, once it kind of pops back, and hopefully it will. My character is, okay, if you said Donald Duck, you were correct. That's who I picked because he kind of looked the coolest out of all the characters there. In fact, I have a sudden urge to watch all those classic Disney cartoons. There were some really good Donald Duck ones, but this is what Mickey Speedway is looking like. Not quite sure exactly where I'm going, but hey, you know, yeah, you can get in game. Okay guys, this one is really interesting. So yesterday when we were streaming, a subscriber of the channel, big shout out to Zelda Junkie LOL, came out with this theory that all games that were made or released in 1996 would work on the Nintendo 64. And then in the stream he said, why don't you try out Wayne Gretzky, hopefully I said that correctly, Wayne Gretzky 3D hockey. And okay, we were like, nothing to lose, this is a stream, we're taking requests, tried it, and bang, it worked. And guys, this game is fully playable. All right, fair enough, it's difficult to tell who your teammates are because all the characters are just silhouettes. They're black silhouettes. Maybe you can see the front of the jersey and there's a different designer or sponsor there, but you'll need a sharp eye to get that. But guys, this works, full speed, fully playable. And this is actually a decent game. It kind of reminded me of Blades of Steel on the NES, and a game, I think it was NHL something, one of the years for NHL, that I played on a Mega Drive. So definitely check this out. It works well. And a big shout out to Zelda Junkie LOL for actually saying the 1996 games and the fact that they might be working. I haven't tried all the 1996 games. Maybe on a stream we can go through them. Hopefully Zelda Junkie, you'll be there next time we do a stream, and you know, you can mention all the 1996 games and we can try them out. But when he did mention it, and the first one we tried worked, and it worked really well. Okay, so this is Wetrix. Always reminds me of Wetrix. I don't know, the name is just too similar. But this is a puzzle game, but it's working really well now. Like the menu at the start, you can kind of see all the letters that you couldn't see previously. At least to me, now I'm not familiar with this game, but to me it looks like it's very playable. I'm seeing everything. I'm like before. Previously I couldn't see like the arrows, then I couldn't see like there's like bits of water and everything that come down. So I was able to kind of figure out when you make these kind of holes, you make like a river. So I don't know if this is like it almost reminds me of those, you know, those strategy games like Populous, but combined with Tetris, like something just a little bit different. You've got a bomb coming down, and then you've got the water and that coming down, but this is working, it's working really well, guys. So, you know, we've got Tetris, we've got Wetrix. I don't know, I don't think Tetris is out for the N64, but guys, this is looking really good. So if this is a game that, you know, you really liked on the N64, well, you can play it quite well on this core right now, and you should. I mean, it looks good, it plays good. I've just got no idea what I'm doing. So here's Pokemon Puzzle League. Now the game kind of starts, you get to see a really cool like cutscene which looks very true to the Pokemon cartoons. Well, I guess it is, it's Pokemon. But yeah, awesome stuff. Couldn't quite get into the game. You'll see kind of like we're picking like menus. There's a couple of Pokeballs there, but I'm not really making any progress there. I don't really know the game well enough to know what option to pick if you can actually get further in the game. I can see like there's some lines on well, going across the screen horizontally while we're watching this cutscene, but it's still enjoyable even in its current form. But that's it, guys. This is the final game. I kind of had to draw the line at 15 games. I know there's more games working. I know there's more games we can get into, and I could have even tested games, but I really do enjoy doing the nitty gritty of the testing during live streams. But that's really it, guys. I wanted to showcase how far and how fast the core is going. I feel every time I do a video or live stream, there is just more and more progress. There was an update yesterday on the 20th of August. That's the live stream that we did. Thanks everyone for tuning in. And today I'm just doing a video which is the core that released a few hours ago. Like I think it released about 4 hours ago from the time of me filming this. So I had to do a few things, put the kids to bed. Now I've got a bit of free time. I wanted to put together this video. So guys, if you're new to the channel, welcome. A subscription, a like, all that good stuff is super appreciated. Turning on the notifications really does help as well. But guys, I'll see you around. Take care of yourself, take care of each other. This is Pixel Cherry Ninja out.